Welcome to HyperScale Video Workshop. My name is Brett Green. When I returned from an overnight jaunt to Canberra this morning, I found a box on the doorstep which contained Special Hobbies, brand new 1/72nd scale Messerschmitt Bf 109 E4. I hope you can excuse the slightly damaged box here on the corner. It looks like the carton must have gotten a bit soaked in transit, and it's damaged the box, so I'm hoping that the contents aren't affected. Now, this kit has been born into a very busy market. There have been an awful lot of Messerschmitt Bf 109Es released over the years, and I think the consensus at the moment is that the best of those in 1/72nd scale are the Airfix and the Tamiya kits. So the Airfix kit is quite nice. I've heard some very good reports about it. The Tamiya kit still stands up very well in terms of detail and surface textures, but it is a little bit short in the rear fuselage. So let's see what Special Hobby have done with their brand new 1/72nd scale Messerschmitt Bf 109 E4. So just opening the box, the first thing at the top is the instruction booklet. And yes, indeed, we have a little bit of water damage down there, but nothing too disastrous by the look of it. So, just taking a quick look, we have a parts tree at the beginning, which is not all that surprising. And I would imagine that we have, yes, various diagrams. Oh, that's interesting. So we've got engine detail there for construction, with some nice colour-coded illustrations and marked in numbers for the construction sequence. So there we are. It looks like there are 4 camouflage schemes. There's that Battle of Britain one that we saw on the cover. That's a Balkan scheme with a bit of a heavier mottle on the fuselage. There's Oberleutnant Helmut Wick's spotty 109 E4 from the Battle of Britain, and another Battle of Britain. I beg your pardon, that's a Greek campaign scheme as well. So, no great surprises there. I'm relieved to see that we have a sealed plastic bag inside the wet box, so that hasn't affected, the water hasn't affected any of the parts or the decals by the look of it. Let's take a look at what we have inside the plastic box, and the first sprue. And that's very nice. It's very, very nice. Let's see if we can focus on the detail with this small scale. It's a little smaller than I'm used to dealing with these unboxing videos. This is the first time, once again, that I have unboxed this model so that I can share the joy with everyone out there. But I hope you can see the really fine surface textures, so the very, very finely engraved panel lines, and also lines of recessed rivets, and it looks fantastic. It would look good in 48th scale, certainly. The wings are equally as nice. I can see here that we have separate leading edge slats, which is nice to see, and we also have a one-piece engine cowling and engine parts as well, as a drop tank, and we also have the rudder with let's see if we can see that. There we go, with some fabric texture on there. You can see the plastic so thin at the trailing edge that it's almost translucent, and the same deal for the elevators, which are molded as part of the horizontal stabilizers. We have these separate flaps as well, once again with nice surface textures. And I can see on the inside of the fuselage halves, we have, let's see if I can, yeah, there we go. Snaps into focus. We have quite a bit of sidewall detail moulded in place, which is very nice to see. And let's have a look on the flip side, literally, as well. Really quite nice, isn't it? Without going to a huge number of parts, it's looking very, very good. So that's one of the 2 grey sprues. Here's the second one. And this has a stack of detail for the cockpit. Let's see if we can get that fit. Yeah, that's better. For the cockpit, early style seat, we have 3 different styles of spinners. So we also have various additional small engine and cockpit details. We have a single set of main wheels, the propeller, engine mounts, exhausts, single part undercarriage legs with the oleo scissors moulded as one, which is probably nice. Armour plates and some really lovely fine detail down the bottom. Have a look at the mass balances and the tail wheel there. They're very fine indeed. So the plastic parts look great. They do look great. We also have a separate Ziploc bag with the clear parts in there. Let's take a squiz at those. There are 2 styles of... there we go. There are 2 styles of opening canopy. One of them has fallen off in the bag, so I'll get you to take my word on that. There are 3 styles of windscreen, though. These are all, as far as I can tell, these are all suitable for the E4 or E7. So if you want to build an E3, I would imagine that Special Hobby will probably be releasing that version at some stage fairly soon. And the last thing in the box is the Decal Sheet. So we have the 4 marking options, quite comprehensive stencils as well. The yellow is an interesting colour. It's almost a brownish kind of a shade to that as well, but it might be the blue behind the decal that is making it look a bit like that. The other interesting thing about this is, as I was just showing it on the screen, is that the fuel triangle for the number 8 option, yellow 8, is actually moulded as part of that 8 digit, so that's quite clever really. So decals are quite glossy. It doesn't say who has printed them or designed them, but they look pretty good. Swastikas are supplied in 2 parts, I think, to conform to EU regulations. But yes, not much else to say about those. They look very good. Well, this is a very nice package. I'm not particularly 72nd scale fan as far as, you know, my favourite scale is concerned, but this one really tempts me to sort of slap it together and see how it looks. Do we have a set of decal instruments? No decal instruments, but we do have decal harness straps there. So there's pretty much everything in the box to create a very nicely detailed kit straight from the box. If I know Special Hobby, then I'm sure that CMK will have update sets for this galore, probably wheels, cockpit parts and so forth. So keep an eye out for those. But I think everything in the box is plenty to actually give you a very nicely detailed result and a lovely 1/72nd scale Messerschmitt Bf 109 E4. Well, that's about all I have for you tonight on HyperScale Video Workshop. From Brett Green, it's bye for now.